He lied about his vasectomy, now I'm pregnant. I 25F recently ended things with my ex 46M, a relationship that became messy and intense after a few months. We'd been dating for less than a year, but it felt like we were on a wild roller coaster the whole time. He was charming, and honestly, he came off as incredibly responsible. That's probably why I trusted him. A few months ago, I had to stop my birth control for health reasons. It was a complicated time, and while I was figuring out my options, he told me he didn't need condoms because he'd had a vasectomy. He convinced me that we were safe. I believed him, and we didn't use protection. Fast forward to last week. I had broken up with him by then, but I started to notice that I was overdue for my period. I'm used to having an irregular cycle, so I didn't think much of it at first. But after a week went by, I started feeling nervous. I mentioned it to a few friends, just to get it off my chest. Little did I know, that info got back to my ex somehow. The next day, he was blowing up my phone, demanding to see me. When I wouldn't meet up with him, he dropped the bombshell: he never had a vasectomy. Everything he'd told me about, it was a lie. I was stunned. He let me believe we were safe the entire time, knowing I wasn't on my birth control, knowing I trusted him, and knowing the risk that was still there. I went ballistic. I couldn't believe he'd lied about something so important. And to make things even worse, he started talking about helping me care for the baby, as if I'd just automatically want him involved after a deception like that. I'd made it clear to him, from day one, that if I ever got pregnant accidentally, I would go through an abortion. This wasn't a discussion, it was a fact. But now, he's acting like he's suddenly changed his mind. He's talking about marriage, telling me I can't just unilaterally decide to get an abortion without him. He's trying to take control of a decision that is, honestly, none of his business. It's infuriating and terrifying, especially because I live in a red state where his opinion might actually carry some weight legally. I don't even know if I have the freedom to make this decision on my own. It's beyond unfair. I went out and bought a pregnancy test, and when it came back positive, I felt my heart sink. I'm still waiting on confirmation from my doctor, but even without that, the reality is hitting me hard. I didn't plan for this. I didn't ask for it. And I don't want a future where he has any control over my life or body, especially after he lied to me. Since then, he's been relentless, calling and texting about how we need to get married, and how he'll be there to support the baby. He keeps saying he won't let me make this choice alone, as if he has some right to dictate what I do. I feel like he's gaslighting me, like he's using this pregnancy as a way to trap me in his life. It's manipulative, controlling, and downright terrifying. Part of me feels guilty, wondering if it's somehow wrong to go through the abortion without telling him. But then I remember that he didn't feel guilty about lying to me, even after knowing the risks. So why should I feel guilty now? I'm scared, honestly. I'm scared of what he'll do, scared of what he'll say to try and force my hand. But I'm more scared of what my life would look like if I let him control this choice. So, am I the a-hole here for going forward with the abortion? Or is this the only way I can take my power back?